What's up, guys? Rob from DNR Outdoors here on the banks of the beautiful Nolichucky River here in Irwin, Tennessee. A lot of people have requested this video. They wanted me to make a video showing some of my favorite lures, how I like to fish them, where I like to fish them here on the Nolichucky River. So that's what we're doing today. Stay tuned. You guys might learn something new today. So the first bait I want to talk about here is a little square bill. There's not a lot of places you can go wrong with a little crankbait. This is something I like to fish in more like rapid water, you know, a place where a fish can come and really ambush this thing. Another thing that goes along with this crankbait, same kind of concept as where I'm throwing it, is this jerkbait. This is a Rapala, let's see, this is a Shadow Rap 11. Just a little jerkbait. And a lot of people also like throwing flukes in this river. But the reason I'm not throwing a fluke in this whole mix is because I would actually consider a fluke to go along with this jerkbait. A lot of people consider flukes soft plastic jerkbaits, and I'm kind of in that same boat. If I can fish a jerkbait, I can probably put a weight on a fluke and fish a fluke in the same situation. So now, moving on past that kind of mid-range water column lure, we can go down to the bottom. One of my favorite lures. It's just a little jig. This is a 1/4 ounce bitsy flip jig, and it's got just a regular old chunk trailer on it. Now the thing with these jigs are, a lot of times you're going to be getting a lot of small bites, and they're just going to be nipping these claws, and that's a really painful thing to go through for a person. So if that's happening a lot to you, what I like to do is downgrade to an itty bitty little Ike's micro jig. This is 3/16 of an ounce or less. It could be less, honestly. It's a really light jig. This is something that you're typically going to be throwing on spinning tackle, but you can get away with a bait caster if it's a small enough action and you have light enough line to be able to actually cast it. So this is another bait that I feel like I would be crazy if I didn't throw it in here. It's just a little stick bait wacky rig. Forgot to record the voiceover for this, but yeah, this is something you can throw on the bottom. Goes along kind of with like a Nico rig or just any kind of stick bait rig. Works really well in the river. So there's the middle of the water column. We've covered the bottom. Now what about the top? If you're going to throw a top water in the river, it's got to be some kind of minnow imitation, I feel like. Not going to do very good on a lot of frog baits out here. So what I have to showcase here is just a good old whopper popper. And this, it's kind of like, God, I forgot the color, but it's just got this blue on the top, you know, silver on the bottom, typical minnow pattern. This is something I just started using this year. I finally worked up the courage to spend the $15 on a whopper popper, and I've been really liking it. I've caught a couple of fish on it. But if you can't find a bite on this whopper popper, probably my all-time favorite topwater lure to throw in the river, which I actually don't have one right now to show you, is just a Rebel pop art. Son, I'm telling you, you can fish that pop art in this river any situation, probably. Of course, you're going to do better early in the morning, late in the evening, but I've fished it in rapids, I've fished it in eddies, I've fished it in slow deep water, and I've got bites everywhere on it. So you're probably thinking I'm kind of crazy for not having one in my box, which I honestly am, but yeah. So this next lure is just a rooster tail. I picked this one up from Walmart for like $1, guys, and this is honestly, if you're new to this river and you're starting to fish it, tie one of these on, rooster tail, any kind of inline spinner. Throw it around, you're going to catch rock bass, you're going to catch smallmouth. Those are the two main things you're probably going to catch in this river, rock bass and smallmouth. There's channel catfish, there's flathead catfish, it used to be blue catfish. I don't know if there's still any or not, I haven't caught any in a while, but people say there's crappie down towards the Douglas side of the river where it dumps into Douglas, but I mainly fish the Irwin side. As far as the farthest I've been down is probably to around Greenville, that part of the river, but there's the lures that I wanted to show you guys, so I guess now we can see if we can catch some fish on them. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to catch a fish on all of these lures that I've showed you. Some of these lures work better at certain times of the year, you know. I would say the jerkbait really shines in spring, really early spring, as well as the jig. Squarebill will work year-round. Jerkbait probably work year-round, honestly, but like I said, it does do a little bit better earlier of the year.
So I didn't do as good as I thought I would. It was kind of in the middle of the day. It was really hot, but luckily I have some footage on my channel of almost all of these lures working. So here you go, starting off with the squarebill.
I gotta get back in there. There's one. Good fish. I gotta get him in before he pops off in that current. Oh, big fish, big fish. Huge. He's huge. Holy moly. Yes. Woo! That's why I came out here. Check that out, boys. There you go.
I didn't have any footage of the jerkbait working, but here's a big old trout with the same exact jerkbait you saw earlier in its mouth. Same situation with the jig, but here's two nice bass I've caught on a jig out of the Nolichucky River.
There's another one. Feels like a pretty good fish. It's really hard to tell with all this current coming down through here, but this feels like a nice one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that's better than the first one. We're doing work today, boys. There's a nice smallie. So sometimes whenever you shrink your bait, that doesn't mean you're gonna catch only the small fish. That's shown right there. There's one on the pop art. Oh, these fish are so active this time of the year. Oh my gosh! Oh my Lord, you guys are never gonna believe what just happened. Oh my Lord, I can't believe that. Please stay on. Oh my Lord, this is a toad. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord, you guys are never gonna believe what happened. Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord. Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh my gosh, he's barely hooked too. Oh my Lord, guys. Oh my Lord. Okay, I guess I should actually explain what happened here. Okay, so I had that little fish on, okay? And I just watched it spit it, and I was really disappointed. But as soon as he spit it, while the Rebel Popeye was still under the water, this thing just came and annihilated it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope the GoPro caught that. That was crazy. Look at this fish. This is an awesome fish for this time of the year in water like this. Wow. That is something right there. Oh, that feels good. I will take that fish over the first one that hit.
So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully this gave you guys some tips, help you catch some more fish on the Nolichucky. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. It's free, as well as subscribing. It's been Rob. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.